past the anti-Semitism. We got to take a breather. So much racism. We got to take a pause moment. Okay.
Oh man.
So we got to have a palate cleanser. I got a palate cleanser for you. How about some weird anti-trans shit for no reason?
Oh boy.
Told you we had some clips. So Trump is at a rally, and so the Olympics are going on, and Algeria finally got on the board. They got a gold medal in women's boxing, and their box, I forget her name, but I saw her fight. She was awesome. But Trump seems to think that there's a problem with that she's transgender. So we're gonna watch a clip here from the David Packard Show. And he talks about this, but this is crazy.
So now all you have to do is look at the boxers. This young girl from Italy, a champion boxer, she got hit so hard she didn't know what the hell hit her. It's a person that transitioned. He was a good male boxer. Yeah, he was a good male boxer. And she didn't even go down. He hit her with 2 jabs and she said, "I'm out." How crazy is it? The weightlifters are great, though, because...
Yeah.
So, here's the deal. The Italian boxer, the Algerian boxer hit the Italian boxer, hit her in the hand. I think fractured her hand.
Oh.
And the Italian
Ow.
boxer quit because she was injured. And she basically told the press, "I'd never been hit that hard." Right? So I don't blame...
And, like, you don't want to go back in and go, like, doing permanent damage, screwing up your hand like that. No.
Well, I mean, if your hand's broken like that, you're going to box, 8, 12 rounds with a broken hand?
No.
Right? So, here's the funny thing, though. So, he's saying the Algerian girl is transgender. I'm going to skip to the point here. She's not. But it's funny because Algeria, that bastion of liberalism and equal rights for all, Algeria, you've heard this. It's illegal to be transgender or to perform any transgender surgeries or treatment in Algeria.
Oh boy, okay.
So there's no way she can be transgender. And she has an Algerian passport. And on an Algerian passport, you could only have your birth sex on your passport.
Oh my God.
Plus, the Olympics has rules on this. And they would have vetted her. They would have known. I think they just accept the passport mostly. But they would have checked this out. The reason this came out is because this Algerian girl fought a Russian champion, what's now a debunked Russian league. Beat the shit out of her. Just crushed her. And the Russian league then said, "Oh no, wait, she actually has an extra chromosome, a Y chromosome. So she's like an XXY, like a Supergirl, right? So she's not like, I think Jamie Lee Curtis has that too, right? Was a famous actress. So they said, "Oh yeah, she has that, so it's not fair. So we're not going to count that fight, so we can name our undefeated champion again, because we can't have an Algerian woman holding the title in the Russian league." Was kind of the point. And even then, that's sketch of whether or not that's true. Because that league's been debunked since then. They were full of shit anyway. So that's where they got this from. And now they're saying she's transgender. It's like, no. If anything, she's some sort of intersex, but she's still a woman.
Right.
So,
oh my God. You just can't make stuff up. What is wrong with these people?
well, and furthermore, it's like they have these weird conspiracies. They have here this shit, and he's spouting it at a campaign rally. And it's just weird stuff because does anybody care?
I was going to say, let's fast forward to the part of why are we talking about this at the campaign rally anyway?
Well, and part of this is because he wants to do this to make it illegal for transgender people to compete in sports of the gender they identify with. Which is stupid for a number of reasons. One, the only the only real place you can do that is high school and junior high. And we've covered that already, which is a lot of that's not that competitive. There are very, very few transgender athletes that are, in junior high or high school. I mean, it's like you could count them, basically on your fingers and toes for everybody in the country. I mean, there's just not that many of them.
Well, quite frankly, it's a very strange thing to really be focusing on the number of people that it actually impacts. And I don't really want to minimize anybody's issues, but like in the scheme of the entire United States and all the issues that people deal with, that one it's like doesn't impact that many people. So why is it a big thing right now anyway? Why are we worried about it?
Well, that's the thing. But they want to make it. They have to have a phantom issue to run on, and they think that they thought transgender would stick, and it didn't, because it's just so rare. It's not ultra common. I mean, it's common enough. It's like 1 in 100 people, but it's not that common that like you see it everywhere all the time.
Yes, transgender person on the volleyball team. Like, okay, now you've even made this a smaller slice. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, that's the thing too. Is so remember we would look that up, and the most common sport for transgender kids to play in high school and junior high, mainly high school, is transgender girls wanting to compete in cheerleading. Do they really give a shit about cheerleading? Is that really a huge advantage? Being a transgender girl in cheerleading? I mean, I don't see it. But the problem is they're trying to make this an issue, like we need to stop this or do something about it. And it's like, you do realize that outside of high school, there's the NCAA, the National College Athletic Association, and they set the rules for who competes. The Olympics sets their own rules. They're a separate private entity. The NFL, separate private entity. MLB, NHL, all the people who do the track and field, the swimming competitions, all separate entities. So it's just crazy. I mean, they're not getting anywhere.